Good morning, grand rising, whichever one that you like. All praises to the Most High. I truly hope that y'all had a wonderful, wonderful sleep. I hope y'all had some great sleep, family. I truly do. And I just want to make sure that I convey this here, that this is not going to be an everyday thing, all right? As a matter of fact, today's the last day that we're going to do this here because, for one, like I said, I gave the instructions and everything, and I cannot instruct you to do something without me doing it first, okay? So I want to go ahead and kick off day 1, and now I'm going to kick off day 2. By day 3, you guys should already have it down by now, all right? And so we are going to be reading today about Islam and where it comes from. And the reason why we're going to be reading about this here is because it has such a stronghold on our people that needs to break. We are in these last days, all right? And there are certain avenues that many people were afraid to go down, but we have to go down those avenues. So family, please open your Bibles to the 1611 King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha, all right? So for all of the queens and you princesses, please go ahead and put something to cover your head. And for all you kings and princes, if you have anything on your head, please take it off. But we are going to start this one off starting in Genesis 16. We're going to start it there, okay? And you're going to see where Islam comes from. All right, so Genesis chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, Behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing, meaning that I cannot have children. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. So in other words, go sleep with my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. That always makes me laugh because there was no fight. There was no fight whatsoever, man. He was like, all right, I got it. So she must have been fine as hell for him just to do it like that. Verse 3. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian. After Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. So Sarai / Sarah wasn't thinking right. You know, for one, there's a lot of emotions going on. You know, this woman wants to have a baby. She wants to have a child, and you can only imagine her husband wants to have a child, so she wants to make him happy and be like, hey, listen. Go out and let someone else have a child for us. You know, now, even today, a lot of people still do that today, like the surrogate mothers and things like that, and it never turns out good. And this is the first story of it, I believe. All right, so now let's continue. Let's go to verse 4. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. That was a wrong thing to do. You cannot let your emotions get the best of you. And Sarai said unto Abram, My wrong be upon thee. She was like, I was wrong. She had to admit that thing. I was wrong. I have given my maid into thy bosom, and when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. The Lord judged between me and thee. So in other words, those are two sisters right there fighting over a nigga. Sisters, this goes back a very long time. And with this one here, one of the sisters was so crazy that she's the one who sent her to her. Go ahead and go sleep with my man and go see how good that rod is. And Abram probably went ahead and put it down on her, and you see right here, she's like, yo, you spies my eyes. Like I said, yo, don't make stupid decisions. Don't. Verse 6. But Abram said unto Sarai, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. So again, I need y'all to understand the circumstances here, right? These are the children of Israel. These are the children of Israel. Well, the predecessor of the children of Israel, yeah. But the same bloodline. We come from Abraham. He said that that Egyptian was her maid. Do as you please with her. And what did she do? She did. And Hagar fled out of her face, showing you the power that we had. We'll have it again. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by the fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence comest thou? Where are you coming from? And whither wilt thou go? Where are you coming from and where are you going? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress, Sarai. Now you see what she called her? She's like, now, my mistress. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress and submit thyself under her hand. So in other words, get right back to your slavery. Let's go. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord have heard thy affliction. And and he will be a wild man. He will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of his brethren. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth me? Now, as you see right there, for one, Ishmael, he had a purpose. He had a purpose. But it wasn't God's purpose. He said, I'll give you the multitude of the seed, but in these last days, I'm going to use your son, and I'm going to use all his seed to make the world go crazy. And that's what they're doing right now. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. We are witnessing this very event that was happening right now. We are witnessing the aftermath and turmoil of this conversation right now as we speak. All right, so now we are going to jump from here and we are going to go over to Genesis chapter 21. All right, we're going to Genesis chapter 1. We're going to finish this out so we can see where this comes from. All right, Genesis chapter 21. And the Lord visited Sarah, because their names have been changed now to Abraham and Sarah. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. He told her that in her old age he was going to give her a baby. And Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God had spoken to him. Because remember, the Most High, he gave him a promise. He gave Isaac and he gave Abraham and Sarah that promise, like, yo, you're going to have a child. You're going to have a child. And as they got older, they were like, wait a second, man. Like, all right, you told us a lie. And the father said, oh, really? Verse 3, and Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son, being 8 days old, and as God had commanded him. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. And Sarah said, God hath made me laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age. And the child grew and was weaned. And Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. So Ishmael was mocking Abraham. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son. For the son of this bondwoman shall not heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. Now, you got to remember, that was Abraham's son. Yeah, that was his son. He didn't want to do his babies like that. But he was the illegitimate child. All right, verse 12. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, in all that Sarah hath said unto thee. Hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. All praises to the Most High. You see that? In Isaac, the seed is going to be called. And that's what we're going through in these last days. That was a separation of following the Most High's culture and the rejected son. The rejected son of Abram. His name is Ishmael. So much rejected that they created a religion because they cannot be a part of our culture. To all Black, Hispanic, and Native American people that follow Islam, you are following the religion of the rejected God. Okay? You understand that? The false deity. You are following the rejected child, false flag freaking religion. And that's the truth. Israelites, we don't have religion. We have culture. And as you saw, our father Abraham, he said, yo, leave her be. Bye. Get out. And it bothered his heart. And it bothered his heart. Why? He's a good man. Good man. But guess what? The Most High said no. The Most High said they are rejected. Bottom line. Islam is not a religion for our people. There is no religion for our people. But Islam certainly is not it. Okay? Bottom line. I do not respect any religion. I follow my culture and I respect my father. And the very same thing should be for you too. All right, family. So, again, we're going to keep up fasting every day. Every day. There's no excuses. Every day going forward. You fast for 4 hours until we get more instructions. Fast, read, teach. I love you, my beautiful royal family. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day today.